Still stuck reading bass clef? Learn to recognize notes without relying on mnemonics. In this video, I'll show you how to read bass clef notes using just 3 visual anchor points. Hi, I'm Ruby Medina. I teach beginner-friendly piano lessons online, making learning feel fun and stress-free, whether you're just starting out or picking it back up after a break. In each video, I'll share one simple tip you can use right away to make your practice smoother and more enjoyable. Bass clef feels confusing because beginners are often taught to memorize phrases instead of understanding how the notes are organized on the staff. They end up naming notes one at a time instead of recognizing them. It keeps reading slow and inconsistent, and that's what leads to frustration. Instead of trying to memorize every note, I teach my students to focus on just 3 anchor points in the bass clef. Step 1. Learn your 3 bass clef landmarks. So right here is the bass clef symbol, and the note that we have written right here is C. And this is middle C, and it is on its own line just above the staff. The next landmark note to recognize is F. And the bass clef is actually called the F clef, and that's because these 2 dots right here surround this line, and this line indicates F. So this note here is F. And the next landmark note to recognize is the C below middle C. And this note is the second space from the bottom. So here's the first space and here's the second space. And this is how the C below middle C looks in relation to middle C. Recognizing these notes give you fixed visual anchors to help find the others more easily. Step 2. Use those anchors to find nearby notes. The musical alphabet goes from A to G, so that's A, B, C, D, E, F, and G, and then repeats. So let's look at this example here. So if we know that this is middle C, so the note right below that would be B. And then if we step down again, this note right here would be A. Now let's move on to another example. So if we know that this note here is F, so the note above that would be G. And looking at this example, so if we know that this is F, the note below that would be E. So now here, this is the C below middle C. So this is middle C, and this is the C below middle C. And if we look at a note above C, that would be D. And if we look at the note below C, that would be B. By understanding the notes like this, you're not guessing, you're navigating from these anchors. Step 3. Practice within the range from middle C down to F. This is where most beginner music using bass clef notes falls. You can practice by using flashcards or short drills to train your eyes. Even if reading feels slow at first, that's okay. The goal is consistency and progress. Over time, you'll start recognizing notes more naturally without second-guessing. This approach gives your brain a visual map of the staff. Instead of memorizing a phrase for every line and space, you're using anchor points to find your way with confidence and speed. And if you want a visual guide to help you lock in these bass clef anchors faster, just drop the word guide in the comments and I'll send it straight to you, no email needed. Thank you for tuning in. Catch me in the next video.